Hey everyone, it's Rhoda. Welcome to day 2 of Orgasmic Flow. In this video, I will be talking about sexual energy. I'm going to be breaking down exactly what sexual energy is, how it moves, how it gets hindered, and how we can start to liberate it. And then after this video, you are going to be doing a PDF worksheet that will really help you just to look at what areas in your life are hindering or inhibiting your sexual flow, your orgasmic flow, and what you can do about it. All right. So, first of all, sexual energy. What is it exactly? Well, sexual energy is that energy of aliveness that all of us contain. Okay. I know that, every single one of us feel varying degrees of it. All of this has to do with, what kind of emotions that you are carrying, that you're holding on to, what kind of life experiences that you've had, how you've processed them, how you've dealt with them, how you've accepted certain things about your life. It really all depends on the kinds of thoughts that you are allowing yourself to believe about who you are, about your sexuality. And all of us contain within 72,000 nadis. And nadis are energy pathways in our bodies. And these energy pathways just are all over the body. I mean, you can imagine 72,000, right? And they're all over the body. And when they're flowing freely, okay, when there are no blockages in them, then that means that our life force energy can flow freely, because this is how the life force energy, the prana, the chi moves in the body. Now, what exactly is life force energy? Well, life force energy really is sexual energy. It's kind of this vibrating, buzzing, electric energy that all of us share, okay? It's the stuff that exists, like as the foundation of this universe that holds our universe together. And universal life force energy, I know a lot of you have heard, the talk about it, but I'm always kind of surprised that, not more people are really talking about it as the sexual energy that it really is. Okay. Because, when, we're talking about prana and chi and all of that, it's really sexual energy, because sexual energy is the foundation for everything. It is what is sustaining us right now. All of us are here as a result of sexual energy, of the combination of forces, of that dance between masculine and feminine, that sexual, sensual, ecstatic energy. That is what makes up this universe. Okay. And for some of you, do you know that kind of buzz that you might get, let's say, like after a really good massage or after a yoga class or something like that? You get a kind of like aliveness in your body. All right. That is what I'm talking about. That's the tip of it. That's the edge of it. Okay. I used to always, years ago, I was always in yoga class. This was before I got into Tantra. And I always was so excited after class about, that buzz, that aliveness. And I could have never imagined that that was just kind of like the little spark, and that wasn't really the fullness of it. Because when you actually truly step into the fullness of what that orgasmic state really is, it's just completely life-changing. It's a really life-changing, beautiful experience. Now, with these nadis in the body, these energy channels in the body, as I said before, all of us, are coming at this with our different emotions, experiences, ways of handling and accepting. So depending upon who you are going to have, certain blockages in the body. And these blockages are a result of limiting beliefs, of past traumas, of negative emotions and experiences that are being held onto, of beliefs that are being held onto. And all of these things are clogging, they're clogging up the channels so that you can't really feel yourself. They're almost building an armor around you. We almost think that when we're not really looking at our emotions and, we're kind of running away, we think, okay, that's what's going to keep me safe, just by not dealing with all this other stuff. And what it's doing is it's creating armor in you. And over time, you keep doing this enough, that armor is going to get really super hard, and it's going to be impossible to penetrate and get through. And not only that, but the more you do this, the more inhibited you feel, the more limited you feel, the more cut off from your body, from your orgasm, from your vitality that you feel. So, and this is the reality of it, okay? Because orgasms are, fun and amazing to talk about. And, this experience is going to be fun and amazing. But I also am going to really encourage you to go deep into those places that you haven't allowed yourself to go into yet, because that is what's going to free up those energy channels, and that is what is going to allow your sexual energy to be flowing the strongest. Okay, that is going to get you to that point of multi-orgasms, full body orgasms, like orgasms that you couldn't even imagine were possible. Okay. So just to give you a little kind of example. So when you do open your nadis up, your channels of energy, and this also includes the chakras, the 7 major energy centers, and also the kundalini at the base of the spine in some cases, which I will be going to later on. But when you do start to open these up, you come to a place of there's this ability for sexual energy to flow very freely in your body. And so if you've heard anybody talk about being orgasmic like 24 hours of every day, that is a real thing. Because once you do this, then the sexual energy is always flowing and you feel as if you are in an orgasmic state all the time. And it feels amazing. Like I feel it now as I'm sitting here. I am feeling orgasmic. There's not a point in the day where I don't, because it's always moving and flowing within me. And then as when you first start to learn this, it might be overwhelming because it's like really strong, but I am also going to show you how to work with it, how to circulate it, and how to direct it. Because as I'm sitting here, I'm allowing it to flow freely through me and move so that I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm not, you don't see me like I'm having an orgasm. I'm channeling it really into other things. And so going back to the nadis being cleared, what happens is when they are cleared and the sexual energy is able to flow and you're able to feel orgasmic, you can really literally feel that in the body. So when you're touching the body, like right now, for example, if you're touching any point in your body and your nadis are open, you should feel like orgasm happening here. You should feel it vibrating, with every touch. Like I feel it everywhere. Everything I touch feels like pleasure. So if your nadis, that's one way to know really if they're open, is that you're like, oh my God, just by touching your nose or touching your chin, just like this, you feel the orgasm underneath that touch. Okay. And so I want you to just do that now. And you're going to make a note of what this feels like what your experience is right now feeling it. Because if with a simple touch you're not feeling it, then that means, there aren't nadis to work on opening. So in the PDF that I'm actually giving you with this video, you're going to record what you're feeling here now. And if it's nothing, if it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm just feeling like I'm touching myself, there's nothing going on, I want you to record that too, okay? Because we're going to also be doing this again at the end of our experience and talking about how that has changed, okay? How the touch has changed and the sensation that comes up has changed. So also, in the worksheet that I have attached along with this video, you're just going to be writing down some things. It's going to be guiding you through writing down what in your life is making you feel orgasmic now and what isn't. All right. And when I'm saying what is making you feel orgasmic, I'm not really talking about like that full body orgasm that, we are talking about right now in this course, but I'm talking about like what makes you feel really good, like so good it is like an orgasm. So like, some people say when they eat chocolate, or maybe when you're dancing, like what feels orgasmic to you, okay? Because the whole point of this exercise is to get you to really start expanding your definition of orgasm and your definition of what sex is. Because truly, Tantra is an ancient practice that began thousands of years ago in India. And it is something that had a very heavy influence on Hinduism and Buddhism during that time. And really, when it began, it was just a spiritual practice. It was a practice of enlightenment and of coming back to yourself and knowing your authentic, deep, natural self. And of course, since I just told you that universal energy is life force energy, well, that's what they're plugging into. They're plugging into that life force sexual energy. I'm sorry. So I meant to say that earlier, how I said that universal life force energy is sexual energy. That was what they were working with. So since they were working with that deep universal life force energy, that means they're working with sexual energy too. So at some point that they discovered that you can actually use this with sex. You can use this to feel, more orgasmic, more in touch with your partner, and all of that. But initially it was just a spiritual practice. And it was really a way of being integrated and really orgasmic in every aspect of your life. So in this worksheet that we're going to be doing today, I really want you to, start thinking like what in my life right now is making me feel orgasmic. And again, it doesn't mean that you're out, over there having full body orgasms, but it just means like what makes you feel like deeply blissful and deeply pleasured in the moment. Okay. And I really just want you to start looking for those places where that feeling just naturally is already in your life, and look for those places where it's kind of not. And the worksheet is going to guide you toward what you can do about this, how you can enhance this feeling in your life. So go ahead and get on that. I hope you enjoyed this second day. I was just trying to give you a little bit of an understanding of sexual energy, how it works, and get on the worksheet, because then you are going to get an even deeper understanding of how it works and what's happening in your life in regards to it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in day 3. Okay, bye.